In about 30 minutes, I'll be heading over to the Orlando storytelling program. First time ever, but this is my story. The subject, I guess the theme is called rebellion. Here goes. Picture this: a New York City apartment crammed with 9 kids, 2 parents, and more pets than the Bronx Zoo. I was number 8 out of 9, so near the bottom of the totem pole. And that was fine because I didn't mind being a bit of an afterthought. I kind of felt when everyone was zigging, I was zagging. My first dream was to become a baseball player. We lived right near Yankee Stadium. And family and friends were all in on Let's Go Yankees. Whenever somebody would hit a home run, we'd run over to hear the sound of the roaring crowd live just a few blocks away. But at age 7, I committed my first act of rebellion. I announced I like the Mets. What? Last place losers. Are you kidding me? We got 20 world championships. I held my ground. Guess what? That year, the Mets won it all. Of course, they've been laughing at me ever since. And eventually, I fulfilled my dream of becoming a baseball player on the Mets. Yeah, it cost me $2,000, but it was worth it. Second time was when I was 10. This was with my brothers, who were gigantic Beatles fans. John Paul this and George Ringo that. Now, who doesn't like the Beatles? I mean, everyone likes them, right? Well, apparently I didn't like them enough. While they were all in on letting it be, I wasn't satisfied. I wanted something more rebellious. I wanted someone with swagger, named Mick Jagger. He was the leader of 5 individuals who you would never see wearing suits like a uniform. And the way Jagger commanded the stage, it was just amazing. I wanted to be like that. In fact, baseball took a back seat because my next dream was to become a rock singer in a band. And as I went age 14, 15, 16, my love for the Rolling Stones didn't wither, but Led Zeppelin took over, and I did become a singer in a band. Yeah, that's me, looking like Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin. And I love doing this, but I was scared to death of public speaking. But it made me think, what is rebellion? Is it much more than making decisions regardless of what other people think or say, standing on your own? So now fast forward to spring and summer of 2020. As a lifelong New Yorker, I love the city. Never ever thought I would leave it until it all came crashing down. Lockdowns, riots, mass chaos, windows boarded up, empty spaces, all my favorite places closed down. And even walking on 42nd Street was surreal. People scattered as if I was Moses parting the Red Sea because I didn't wear a mask. I felt like that swagger was gone from New York, and it was replaced by a sea of conformity. Now, meanwhile, here in Florida, the beaches were wide open and the sun was still legal, free and legal. In fact, Florida was ranked number 1 in terms of personal and economic freedom. New York was ranked number 50 of the 50 states. Well, when we had to tell our family, they were like, "You're not really moving, are you?" And others said, "Now you're a real New Yorker because you're moving to Florida." So I packed up my Mets cap, my Stones records, and my freedom loving self. I came here. And it made me think again, when Everyone says stay, but your heart and soul say go. Which voice do you trust? And I didn't rebel to make trouble. I did it so that I could walk my own path and not be influenced by others. Hmm. Being true to yourself is the one way to stand apart and to take pride in your life. Well, are you living your own story or are you reading somebody else's script? That's the choice. That's how I define rebellion. Number one of those two.